Hello and welcome back to the second episode of our Baldurs Gate 3 Let's Play. Today we are going to be hopefully clearing the grove and heading towards the goblin camp. That's the hope anyway, we'll see. But right now we need to short rest. And let's see, we have a couple options here. We can go back and grab withers, or we can head on over towards the grove. I think that given our current situation, we're forced to go to the grove at some point. So now would not be a bad idea. And then we can double back and grab withers. Always step in sneaking. Just gives you a huge advantage if people are undetected. Turn economy is everything in D&D, and so having people be able to step up like they...
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the nine hells! Open the gate! Damnable roach!
Let's go, Will.
Provoke the blade and suffer its sting.
Alright. Unfortunately, nobody remained hidden. But we are going to immediately activate Blade Song. It's great that we got to go first, because getting that AC bonus immediately without having to suffer any attacks is amazing. Looks like top end of our damage, pretty good. We could get away with, out of curiosity, what are we running right now? Rapier? Perfect. Oh, that is so saddening. Oh well. We will pull back. Let these guys take the brunt of it. Nice. Always hide. Good. Target priority is always really important too. Right now, just prioritizing the ones closest to us is going to do us a huge benefit. Realistically, we want these guys to take all the damage, and we would like to be sitting pretty healthy as can be. So what you can check is right along here, we know these two are headed next. So are we able to kill any of them before their turn starts? So they get no turn. That would be the ideal situation. Now, we could burn a spell for this. Perfect. So he never got to go. Fight started, and this potential enemy is almost nearly last to go. So the hope is that Lae'zel and our Raven can deal away with them in that time. We weren't going to kill this person anyway. Nice. jump. Now that we actually have the proper weapon equipped, that, you know, seems reasonable. There we go. Nice. Get ready to join the fight. As for the Raven, you have to keep in mind that every time your familiar utilizes an enemy's attack, as in like absorbs it, that's a turn for the enemy that they've wasted on this familiar that you can continue to summon. So having it near a spellcaster like that, super helpful. We'd love it if they provoked opportunity attacks, but alas, they do not. Oh my gosh, they do. Never mind. Well, you live and learn. That is absolutely the best thing you can do, is just keep it on a spellcaster at all times. I always hate, it's clear that they've programmed Will to use that in that situation. It's such a terrible utilization of it. It's just, you have this AoE. Why would you use this AoE on one unit? Doesn't make sense. Your melee attack or an Eldritch Blast would always be better. So we could go for this, but again, I'd prefer single target damage. Why waste an AoE on an enemy who is... We'd love to get rid of this spellcaster. This guy is not going to die before his next turn, but these two could. So this is a Shadowkai ability, Blessing of the Raven Queen. I forgot I never talked about it. Amazing, amazing ability. Allowing you to use basically Misty Step, which it seems like they have buffed in this game based off of your height, increasing the range the higher you are. So what we can do is, the same spellcaster who doesn't want to be right next to people, well, we'll just stand right there, and now that we have the option for an opportunity attack, which you should always have it, ask for Booming Blade, opportunity attacks. Cantrips function differently than your typical melees. Yeah, in case we want to use a different spell, since we can attack or cast a cantrip, as part of our extra attack later on. We do not want to have it automatically utilize it on a crit. Okay. Barth is looking pretty roughed up. Yep. This person's going to die before their turn. Maybe not. But I'm going to take the gamble. But they will. Is it possible? Target's outside of normal range. Chance to hit is higher here, but our chance to kill is higher here. We'll just take the gamble. Not great. We wanted to kill there, but hopefully they can pick it up. Nice. Miss on the opportunity. Miss. And they walked up. A little weird, to be honest. Why walk up there? Chances of this, we have a very low chance that this is actually going to kill, so I'm inclined to use something else. They are going to go. So they, on their next turn, are going to do, hopefully, nothing. Boom. Completely wasted their turn with that command. Such a good spell. Incredibly good spell. We'll see if we can free up these two since it has a... There you go. Nice. So we don't have a lot of movement because of what happened. So we'll just try and finish off the target. Terrible damage. Not good, but alas, what can you do? Oh no. It was 1 HP. See, that's very unfortunate. So, finishing off an enemy spell that is so good for that is Magic Missile. You don't really, on the low end with Magic Missile, you'll deal 2 damage. So there's a chance that it's the maximum damage that you're going to deal with a single missile. So having it target one person to finish them off, and then getting a little bit of extra damage on the next person is really, really good. So I think, given that they are still rallied, it's really hard to say. Examine. They have an AC of 16. They have an AC of 14. So I'm going to say we'll kill this person next. The bugbear here. So there. Done with the warg. We don't need to worry about it anymore. And, interesting. Some extra Shatter Kai bonus that were granted. But we will rush out into the center here and end our turn. There you go. See, kind of a waste when they do that. They throw potion utilizing their turn, and then guess what? Next turn, the enemy deals all that damage back. Basically, you just nullified your turn. So we'll lose HP if we jump to there, but we might not here. Well, lost a turn. Not ideal. Should have just taken the gamble. Whenever it comes to like disadvantage and stuff like that, it's better to just gamble the attack than to do what I just did, where there was 0 chance I could have dealt damage there. Maybe we survive on the saving throw, but at least we got to make an attack if we did it from up here. Yikes. So you don't want to take damage. This is as far as we can go. Always remember to pull out a melee weapon, since you can draw and stow your weapon. That way if anybody passes by you, try and blind here. Miss, unfortunate, but if we blinded, getting disadvantage on all their turns would be amazing. Unfortunate, they're not targeting the same unit that we're targeting. Oof, big. Okay. Our warlock healer, I guess. So we have the same chance here. But on this, we do not. And as you can see, they're below half. Okay. That's right. I think we'll go for it, because this is going to be worse, yeah. Nice. As a Bladesinger, we have no problems getting in within 5 feet. Barth didn't make it, unfortunate. It's just the way it goes. Hide. Should finish him here. Yeah. Unfortunate. Pretty low chance, but so the reason that I'm going to prefer Firebolt despite it being 5% less chance is because there is the chance of a critical, right? And that is a guaranteed hit. Whereas with a saving throw like this, that's not always an option. Despite the fact that you can also do double damage on a crit. This, if you miss it, deals no damage. If you miss it, deals no damage. But there's a chance that I deal double damage and guarantee a hit. It was a hit, so oh well, we'll take it. Even though it was kind of a weak hit. They almost look like die here. Oof, just barely. That'll give us enough though. Reckless Warcry, little late for that. I'm gonna be honest, bud. This is huge, getting within melee range here. Yep, finished.
That was the last of them. Inside, all of you, more may follow. Open the gate.
So we are gonna try something a little dastardly.
A brazen attack for such lowly creatures. They must have been seeking something or someone.
Continue looting them all. Again, we may go after some magic items, so what has happened? Huh. Interesting. I don't remember that. So if we loot either of these two, or excuse me, Barth, they get very angry. So we are not going to do that. We'll get this teleport point, and then we're going to really quick save because I forget which of the options here we want to take, but I believe in this dialogue we are going to do nothing, and we'll say that where there's one goblin there are many. We want Zevlor to be knocked out.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
He's right. We should scrum while we can.
Right. Lead the goblins here, then leave the rest of us to fight them off, you coward!
What's it gonna take to shut you up, Horns?
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
Which is exactly what we want. We are going to stand back and watch.
Should have done that a long time ago. Arrogant prick had it out for me from day one. No one
Now, just to be clear,
people out cold.
I love Zevlor. I don't think he deserves it. You put him in a bind showing up like that, and he did try to open the gate.
Too late.
Oh, he's fine.
He's right though. Coming back to this hellhole was a mistake no amount of gold can put right. I'd rather face another round of goblins than stay in this pit.
I highly doubt that. So now what we're going to do...
Let's try to avoid any more punching. We need to find a healer.
We want these. Perfect. We won't steal anything else. No point in risking it. But we will rush on over here. And the reason behind that is because you can read these here. When you heal another creature, it gains resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. We really like that, and that is going to be perfect for Shadowheart here. Curious what they look like. As we are going to be keeping Shadowheart a cleric, different cleric subclass, as you all may have guessed, but yeah, remaining a cleric nonetheless. So now we will run up, and all those things we've been saving.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need?
Yeah, geez, thanks for the
Act
help.
fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
What ritual are you talking about?
I forgot, you're a blow-in. A few days hence, this grove will be completely concealed by thorny vines. None will be able to enter or leave. A drastic measure. But more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the grove is paramount.
Is it?
There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
I feel like somebody might disagree with that.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers, but I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
Alright,
Just some
let's
bits
check
and
what you're
bobs I no
selling.
longer need.
Okay, so we're just gonna look through here. I love this ring. 120. It's pretty cheap, and just an extra D4 to thrown damage is amazing. Spell Thief. Yeah, don't really care for that. We'll keep the Watcher's Guide, the Gloves of Power. But now, all those stupid things we've been picking up are just perfect fodder for gold. We'll just do this. Rarely ever use these, but they're pretty good. Maybe I'll make use of them. All this goblin stuff can go. We don't need quarterstaffs. Probably only need one torch. Check out this bag. Leather armor is terrible, so we're not going to use it. Don't need more daggers. Okay, we'll see what can we get away with. This. 0 gold. Now we've got 700. So we want, because we'll eventually make a thrown weapons character. We'll want this ring, so we'll give you this. Probably don't need these 2 long swords. Or hand axe. I don't think I want all these daggers. Grease bottles could be useful. Shadowheart doesn't need this longsword. Insufficient gold again. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. So basically, by picking up all of those things, we have now netted ourselves all of their gold, and it's cost us nothing despite buying this ring of flinging.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
Thank you, sir. Next up, we'll visit down here. Probably the most powerful proponent to keeping the tieflings alive. Damon's wares are
Thanks for fighting off those goblins.
amazing.
If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Let me see your wares. So these are great. Hand crossbow. Find it. We want this and the safeguard shield. You don't have side armor. No. We're looking for studded leather in a perfect world. But the safeguard shield and the hunting short bow are amazing. To explain why, Hunter's Mark is a decent spell. It's not amazing. It's definitely not terrible. But the advantage that you gain against monstrosity type enemies seems to be to cross over on all your attacks. So by having this just merely in your inventory, or equipped rather, you have the advantage, which is great. Obviously, we'll never say no to advantage. I like scimitars better. I just think they're cooler, so that's why I'm keeping them. We'll throw this shield away, the leather armor away. We probably don't need all these books. I like to keep the Book of the Dead Gods. I think it's very cool, but we'll keep the Harper stuff. Definitely don't need a violin. My favorite instrument, by the way. Let's see. Probably can go without these javelins or mage armor. I don't think mage armor is a very good spell. It's I'm sure I still have it equipped. I'm never gonna use these. But realistically, with mage armor, burning a spell every day is just so bad. We'll hold on to this. Dark Disenfeeblement, or is that, yeah, Dark Vision. No, not interested. So easy to get Dark Vision. I think it's pretty good for now. We are going to leave. Well, let's collect will while we're here.
Swing and swing.
Should also step over here and stop whatever this is.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You! Move!
I did not know we get a bonus for this, for having intelligence. Interesting. Let's do that then. Nice. That's where bonuses get you. I'll burn it. I'll burn one. What are the odds it goes twice? Thankfully.
Cannon would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me. Don't you dare! Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
How do we want our character to be? Are we righteous? Are we more cunning? I'd say we care less. We're Shadar-kai, generally, in the service to the Raven Queen, so death is not something we really fear. So I would say we're more here for information. If she dies, she'll take everything she knows to the grave.
If you believe anything the beast tells you, you're an idiot.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Yeah, you bunch of softies. Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
In all my studies, I've seen no reference to a god called the Absolute.
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute bless one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'm not saying we should trust a goblin, but she sounds very useful.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Oh, no, no, no.
Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on ya. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are.
Not a chance. You can rot in that cage.
Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like. You're gonna be sorry. Every last one.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I just love the idea that he's beating up on kids. Wow.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
I mean, it feels wrong, but given the circumstances, I understand why. It's just like you've got an incredibly trained swordsman just going toe-to-toe with children here.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward. the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli. Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Let's join forces. I'm looking for a cure for this infection. I suggest we partner up.
A worthy ally, perhaps. But I'll waste no time chasing devils while a tadpole feasts on our skulls.
I've seen your people in battle. I reckon you are no mere warrior, but a god's damned army. I'd be a fool to let you turn your back. Pledge me your talents, and I'll pledge you mine. I'll presume that's Githyanki for yes. Now let's move.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Oh my. This is going to be a fun journey.
Any questions, children?
I'm with you, Astarion. I'm with you.
Step, Harry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
So our options are insight, athletics, detect thoughts. I'll go insight here, not burn all of our detect thoughts. Little guidance and pray. Oh, nice. Very nice.
I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
One last thing, don't shut out. Your moves like that spoils the surprise for your foe.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you. Remember, you have teeth.
Thanks for watching till the end of the video. If you enjoy this content, please hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.